Good morning.
Good morning. I'm Shannon.
I'm Kate.
Nice to meet you, Kate.
Nice to meet you, Shannon.
I just want to thank you for letting me come in and meet with you and taking up some of your time.
No problem.
And what I'm going to be doing today is just get some information from you. I know you've been doing this for years, and I'm just looking to start off with my company. And we're going to be selling extended service contracts.
Okay.
All right, so I just have a few questions. And first off, I want to know, how long have you been selling service contracts?
About 12 years now.
Okay, and how did you start off?
Pretty much the same way you're starting off.
Okay.
Just sitting down with someone that knows the business and learning everything I can to learn about it.
Okay.
And I took off from there.
Great,
Came
great.
with my own little ideas and things of that nature.
Okay, I have done some research on my own. What I am looking to do is offer a few different plans, and then I'm also going to look into the advertising a little bit more. I'd like to get your advice on that, and then also the financing and just, your disclaimers and any problems that you've had.
No problem.
So first off, right now I'm thinking about all the different plans and programs that are offered. How many do you offer?
I offer three major ones is what we sell. I mean, there's a few off ones, but customer specific after that. But we sell three major plans.
Okay.
That would be important.
Okay, and how far do you go back on vehicles, and what's the mileage limits that you normally handle?
Go back on as far
Like
as...
years, like would you cover a vehicle that's 1990?
As far as years, we're mostly into mileage.
Okay.
Now, of course, there is a cutoff our year. It's 1985 as far as we go back.
Okay.
Anything that would be considered a collector, we don't cover collector vehicles.
Okay, so you exclude all of the collector vehicles.
Correct.
Okay.
So anything, and every state's different, but anything that would be considered a collector in that state, we don't cover.
Okay. And how about your mileage requirements?
As of right now, our mileage cutoff is 150,000 miles.
150,000, okay. That's pretty reasonable. Do you have people objecting to that?
We always gonna have people that object, of course, but we feel that that's probably the safest mileage for us. A lot of vehicles, statistically, wear down at the 100,000, 150,000 mileage range. That mileage is different for foreign vehicles as well. So, I mean, there's a lot of little differences in our policies, and that's what I was talking about earlier as far as, we cover three major policies, and those are mostly on the American cars. Now when you get into foreign cars, they're going to change it, so.
Okay.
But 150,000 miles is about our average.
Okay, and do you have a team that specifically researches all of that information from you and gives you those statistics on the breakdowns and common failures at certain mileage marks? How did you come up with that information?
Statistically, we come with that information. Yeah, I wouldn't call it a team, it's a person.
Okay.
But,
that makes me feel better.
yeah, I do have hired someone that does research failure rates on vehicles, and that's really where we base our mileage limits at. Is off our research data.
Okay.
And then we apply them to each warranty separately.
Okay. All right. Okay. And then you said you had the three different types of them, and what are your price ranges normally on your different levels of coverage?
A contract could range anywhere from $1,000 on a new American vehicle to $3,500 on a older foreign vehicle.
Okay. And then are there any types of vehicles that you actually exclude that are American or that are foreign? Like, are there any of the BMWs or the Mercedes, certain classes that you would recommend excluding because they just cost too much to?
No, we don't have any exclusions due to engine.
Okay.
Engine and powertrain warranties are pretty much all the same per vehicle. Now, if you get we do offer a bumper-to-bumper policy, and yeah, still in warranties. We would think about it excluding to some people
Mhm.
due to pricing.
Okay.
A lot of people just shy away from it.
Okay.
It's not worth it.
Okay, so you offer it
Right.
so that you're not discriminating against
Right,
them
exactly.
for business purposes,
Yeah.
but because of the price, normally people
Right.
will not buy it.
And that's where you're going to get into the differences on warranties. You know, the major different warranties. You have your powertrain, and then you have your
Right.
bumper to bumper.
Right.
You know, and a bumper to bumper on an Audi A8 is probably roughly anywhere from $6,500 to $7,500.
Okay.
So it's not worth it for the customer one way, but we will offer it.
Okay.
We always sell.
Okay. Great, great. That's good to know. And then how did you start with your advertising?
The advertising, what we found out, which is the cheapest, is always going to be local
Okay.
advertising. It's where the cheapest advertising in newspapers,
Mhm.
which is getting, less and less. And then the internet
Okay.
is our major, our website.
Okay.
And then as far as national advertising, we do run a single TV ad.
Okay.
Um, but
And with your website, do you have somebody that enables the search engine optimization and keeps track of it to make sure that your ratings are good and that you're always appearing in the searches when they're put in?
yes, I outsourced my internet
Okay.
company to my internet, advertising to a company
Okay.
outside of my company.
Okay.
That way I can hold them accountable
Okay.
mostly.
And did they design your website as well?
Yeah.
Okay. And are they local here?
They aren't a local company, no, but
Okay.
of course any company can do it. It was the company that I went with was somebody that I knew, was a friend of a friend of a friend, type deal, and I went with price.
Okay.
I got a good product and it's something that I was works for me.
Okay. Great, great. And then what type of problems did you encounter when you first started off?
The biggest problems that we encountered off the bat was financing,
Okay.
the warranty,
Mhm.
setting up payments